this pad is not bad in the backswing.
I feel like here it gets like slightly inside.
It's because when you turn, your arms are going this way here.
Okay.
But if you just turn the shoulders,
Yeah.
so stand there. When you turn, so if you keep the arms straight here, you bring the hands a bit higher here.
Yeah.
So what's important is you have to bring the hands higher, and then the club will point laterally here. If you keep going this way, there is no problem here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So initially, when you turn slightly spin here, then always it goes inward.
Yeah.
So yeah. So say here's your current hand position here. Hold it, and then you have a target hand position here.
Yeah.
From there to the target position, go straight to that position. Yes, yes. But then, as you do, again, go slowly up here. You are pushing the ground this way, and then you don't let the pelvis go this way. So you are dropping this side.
Yeah.
That's why you're turning this way here, instead of trying to stand on the
Okay.
on the left side. Well, more. Yeah. So when your hip is moving backward too much. So when during the backswing, when the hip goes backward,
Yeah.
then always you have a tendency of going flat.
Yeah.
Okay? So instead, try to move the pelvis more this way, not that way.
Okay.
This way. Yeah, stand on, extend the leg a bit more. Yeah, there. And then you are tall and skinny, so you can easily go to a flat backswing. So this is a slight crossover here.
Yeah.
And then on the way down, the club head goes high up here.
Yeah.
That's why you lose the club, and the club is moving away from your body. You see, you're letting the club go away from your body early on, instead of keeping it here and then come down and then throw.
Yeah.
So your goal should be throwing the club this way, but you're letting it go more away initially.
So I'm letting it go in the backswing.
Go back here, and then look at this. The club is moving away from your body. Part of the reason you are dragging the club here. You're dragging quite a bit. Instead of letting it go, keep dragging, the club is moving away from your body.
Okay.
Could be, usually when we see this is a dragging pattern, it's because club is too heavy. But I checked your swing weight, it was the 1 point something. It's not too heavy, but
But I'm also like skinny, so I'm not very strong. So.
So one thing you need to consider is changing the club. If the club is too heavy, then you tend to drag it. Now, if we look at this in the front of you. Oh. So your right shoulder is high, left shoulder is low, and your left hand is holding like this.
Yeah.
You see, as you turn here, you're not letting the body to shift away. You're just spinning around here. And then here, you're pulling the handle, and then you're letting the club head go away from your body. So on the way down, what happens is you keep dragging, coming this way, instead of throwing in front of your body.
I feel like I kind of like lose the lag over here. So like if I almost feel like I have to drag it a little bit because there's no like lag left to.
So when you actually relax the wrist here.
Yeah.
It's easier to swing. Relax and then just swing, throw here. But what happens is with this motion, although it's not intentional casting,
Yeah.
but when you drag, pull the handle down, the club head moves away from your body. Then it gives a casting-like effect. And so basically you are hitting the ball like this. Instead, swing through and throw the hands in front of your body. So let's practice that. So let's use a one arm drill here. First, let's use the lead arm here. And then you can put either your hand here or below here. And then as you go up here, bring the elbow high up here and then create this plane here. This is the swing plane. Bring this up here. From here, try to throw and then give this motion. Instead of dragging it here, throw so that now on this side, the club head goes in front of your body. You pulled all the way. Instead, just throw and then let the head, let's keep it a bit short. Let's make the plane go back and then align the heels along that line here. And then I'll put this back in. So this is your visual target, okay? But you are not actually hitting this because it's quite far away. But swing it toward the tee here. And then, so you have to actually develop good speed on this side here. And then just to throw, almost the body closed here. And then throw.
Okay.
Instead of open and drag it all the way.
Okay, that makes sense.
As if there is a sticker stuck, and you want to shake it off. Yeah. And then now using the backswing, ooh, and then let it go. Again. Now let's go with the left arm here. So left arm, again, the same thing. When you hold it here, so you hold it short here, you can have your hand here or below the elbow here, but as you go up here and then you're folding this, you cannot go high up here. If you hold here, your arm cannot go that high, so about here, turn, then the elbow is folded here. From here, try to throw the club head. Okay. I cannot do this left-handed. So again, it's not dragging, but you have to let the white ball go in front of your body. Again. So that for your wrist here, instead of keep dragging here, you have to let this happen.
And when the club's here, you just do you feel like you drag and then release, or
so you drop it. Just you're dropping here, and then let it go. And then instead of dragging this all the way here, have the feel of from here to throw. So you need to have this motion here, the pronation of the forearm. So always promote the white ball motion. Again. And then bring the left shoulder a bit higher here. So you are essentially throwing this using the left shoulder girdle motion.
okay.
Go up, wind up here. From there, using this motion here.
Oh,
So although your hands cannot go this high, but you can bring your shoulder high. Again. So for that, you should really feel you're letting it go. So now both hands. And then in doing this, again, the key is on the way down, you're coming down this way here, but then You have to let it go this way here.
Yeah.
Instead of dragging all the way. So let the white ball go in front of your. Yes, yes, yes. And then instead of putting a lot of effort in the downswing,
Yeah.
using the backswing, wind up in this motion here. Now, let's do this. So, this is a continuous swing. Swing twice here, go up, and then pumping twice, and then throw twice, pumping twice, throw twice.
Swing twice, pump twice.
Pumping, yeah, yeah. That pumping motion too slow. That means your pumping is coming from your arm motion here instead of using the legs here.
Okay. So it's like even in my real swing, what I always feel is that I like drop my arms and
Yeah.
then throw.
Because you try to swing it by pulling this all the way here,
Okay.
which is quite common among the lefties.
Yeah.
And also, when your club is a bit heavy, then you tend to drag it. So you cannot really release it. Let it go. Yeah, like that. So, but that pumping, the pump should be more rhythmic here.
Yeah.
So now the whole thing should be done rhythmically. Swing, swing, swing. So that you can, in the pumping action, you can have a good bending. Because you let the club go, but you slow down. So whick, whick. This is coming from the body.
Yeah.
If you use the arms, you cannot do that.
Yeah. So in the pump, it's you like straighten the leg and drop like it's a,
Yeah, using the body motion.
yeah.
So you,
It's still like you're not opening the body. You're just like
so more from the closed position, less closed, less
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
closed.
that makes sense.
Now it's still too slow. The trigger is too slow. The trigger should be really rhythmic.
Okay.
Again, so in the downswing, when you let it go, you have good bending here, create good bending. Then that means you are really using the body to accelerate, decelerate. So when you activate these muscles early in the downswing, then you don't have to drag it all the way here.
Yeah.
So when you waste the early part of downswing,
Yeah.
then you have to keep pulling and try to put a lot of effort
Yeah.
in the follow through,
Yeah.
right? But you have to activate this early,
Yeah.
and then try to have this release, throwing motion here. Throw instead of drag it all the way.
So it's like a small. You activate your muscles and then
Let it
throw
go.
it. So you're not like.
And
turning to the wall.
they have this motion more actively.
Yeah.
Let it go. That way, without turning the body a lot, without dragging a lot, you are letting the club head go. Yeah. So now we hear this whoosh sound more on this side here. That means you are accelerating early. The worst is you're wasting the early part of the downswing. You drag it here. While dragging, you lose the club here. The club moves away from your body. Then you have all these negative effects. Okay? Yeah. So the downswing motion is one piece motion. Throw instead of drag it first and then try to do something on this side here. And then in doing that, you can relax your wrist a little bit. It doesn't mean that you keep it loose here, but rather no need to hold it tight. Let's do the pumping more actively. Using the body. Yes, like that, like that, like that. That actively. So that gives good rhythmic motion here. So the whole thing is one piece motion with a good continuous rhythm, right? And then once you pump here, and then when you go up, you have to have an active backswing, active backswing. Now you can release it really well. So if you feel your club head is too heavy, you have to consider using something a bit lower in terms of swing weight here.
Yeah.
But this one, you don't have any control over the weight.
Because my woods actually have much less drag. Like it's more lag in my woods than my irons. Like I don't drag it that much.
Yeah.
And they're like lighter than normal.
So particularly the lefties tend to have this pattern here.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah, all lefties I know have the
And then
similar swing.
You have really strong
Yeah.
grip to start with, right? So the left hand is pretty much taking over here.
Yeah.
With that, it's pretty much left hand dominant. And then drag it all the way here. So from the beginning, you have really high right shoulder, left shoulder down here. So you can develop scoliosis,
Yeah.
early on. But yeah, again, feel that brisk, throw of the ball. Still too. Look at this. So swing, and woo, woo, swing. So still the same rhythm.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah. Now, as you do the pumping action, still the club will bend, the shaft will bend, but it should be on the swing plane. So there.
I feel like sometimes on the takeaway, like when I'm doing it two swings on the takeaway, it goes a bit inside and it like causes rhythm issues.
The wrist is too rigid,
Yeah.
and then generally what happens is you're just spinning here, then the hand is already low. Instead, from here, you're going this way. So it's not about the spinning, about the vertical axis here.
Yeah.
Rather, the axis is along the spine here. Yeah. When you move it along the spine, it goes this way here, right? So if you keep the head, again, along the spine axis here, when you turn it this way and then let it go, that's the hand is too low. So in this case, the hand is still low, but you kind of lifted the head here.
Yeah.
Instead, more go this way.
Oh, okay.
So bring the hands
High.
more away, yeah. And then when you continue this motion, then automatically will go good position here.
Okay.
So as I said, if this is the hand position at the bottom here, your hand position at the top is here, then from here to here, just go straight here to this position. Yes. Instead of spin and then lift, then you have a detour. And then have the feel of supporting your arms. So you're holding the club here, and you are supporting this well. It's not lifting here, but you are supporting well so that it doesn't drop here. And also on the way down in front of your body, you're basically supporting this so it doesn't go below the swing plane here. And then swing through and then support here, bring it back, swing through here, swing through. So when your arms move, your body does not interfere with the arm motion. And also, so that throw motion should come from more closed position to here. Using this motion, you are throwing. But if you try to throw with the pelvis open here, it's too late. So while your shoulder is still closed here,
Yeah.
from here on the way down,
So it's still closed, but less closed. So it's just you
yeah.
get here and then.
Yeah, actually, your shoulder does not open that much even at impact.
Yeah.
At impact, your shoulder opens slightly. But if the shoulder goes this much here, then it's dragging and it's too much open.
So instead of dropping and then opening, like you want to
Just one action, one piece motion, one piece motion. So you have to use the early part of downswing well. If you waste the early part of downswing, then just drop here and then later you have to use the arms only. One piece motion. Yes, yes, yes. So that way you can really throw. So it's important to use the early part of downswing. So you have to activate the muscles early. For that, we need a good wind up. And then you build the tension in the muscles, create this coiling. With this here, you're actually having active motion here, and then let it go. So it's a lot more active now, and you are not dragging as much. So it is important not to drag, but you have to really let it go. And also, one problem with the dragging is that when you drag here, your leg is pushing the ground too much, and then later around the impact you have a lot of unweighting.
Yeah.
This is too much push here. So all you do is from here and then throw here with this, swing and then stand on the leader side here. So the ground reaction force does not go below the body weight at impact. Okay?
Yeah.
But when you drag it, typically this happens.
Yeah.
And with that, you try to pull this, then at impact, you have a lot of
Yeah, I have
unweighting.
a tendency, I go like off balance a lot.
That means that you have unweighting. So stand on the right side and swing through. So no need to jump.
Yeah.
Okay. So particularly when this comes low here behind your body, and you try to drag, your body tends to go up with this push, and then at impact you have unweighting. But with this pattern, you just let it swing through here and stand on the leader side, then you don't have that issue.